Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is October 12th, and right now we are looking at yesterday's Doppler radar here, right next to La Center, Washington. There's the Columbia River, Vancouver, Washington to be here, Portland just to the south, but check out this strong storm out there. And if you look to the right here, you can see the couplet, the co-location of the green and the red showing the strong rotation with a confirmed tornado out there. So yeah, we did it. We mentioned it a couple days ago that we had this potential out there, and it happened right off the I-5 corridor down there through southwest Washington. So let's just go ahead and take a look here, and you can see this. I'm not going to enlarge this here because this is Jeff Fogeren's video there, and he gives credit to Nathan Bruce. So if you want to check that out, go to my page here, and you can actually see the retweet there, and you can click on it to hear the volume and all that stuff, and you can get a better shot of the video there. I want him to get that credit for there, and I want him to get the engagement on his Twitter page. But anyway, interesting stuff out there. Yeah, brief, weak tornado occurred officially, and you can see it here on the SPC storm report there, right on the Columbia River there. We officially had a tornado report there yesterday in Washington State. Again, October 11th yesterday. So taking a look at things here closely across the Pacific Northwest, you can see there is some fog out there, pretty darn right, dense fog across some areas, but this should be burning off during the day today. So pretty nice day coming up here. Some sunshine will be had as we go through the afternoon hours. You can see some of the valleys out there across northeast Washington, British Columbia as well. Some of Idaho socked in also, but some of that should be burning off as we go through the day today. And then tomorrow we're going to warm things up pretty nicely here before we start to bring some additional systems into the Pacific Northwest through this weekend and on in through early next week. This is looking at a wider view of things here. You can see the atmospheric river poised to hit the Pacific Northwest way back here across the central Pacific Ocean, north central Pacific Ocean. You can see the low pressure system associated with it across the Aleutian Islands. And we've got this frontal system to deal with here as we go through Friday night into Saturday morning. So we'll dive into those details here in a moment. Look at SeaTac yesterday, 3,900, 7-inch of rain, 61 degrees yesterday, cooling down 1 degree at a time here, it seems. But we're doing pretty good here so far for October, and we're going to hopefully put an end to some of these drought concerns across Pacific Northwest. Of course, it can take a while when the vegetation is pretty dry, but we're off to a decent start, and we've got more precipitation on the way. Here's Western Washington, picked up some decent amounts here yesterday, and look across Southwest Washington, over an inch here, so some of these yellow dots here, and some pretty good amounts across Western Oregon, which has also been exceptionally dry. And if you want a nice, affordable home weather station to record all this crazy weather we get, click on that link down below to save 10% off all solar-powered wireless. Great smartphone app. Highly recommend this weather station. This is looking at the high resolution rapid refresh. You can see it's picking up some of this fog this morning. If we put this into motion, you can see it burn off as we go towards, the early afternoon hours. Many areas should be clear of a lot of that fog here, and you can get some nice sunshine this afternoon here. Always cool to look at the high resolution models and see how they're handling the fog. Didn't look like it was doing that great of a job here, but it at least showed some of it. Now, looking at the total swell and height, as I put this in motion, you see the wave heights are going to be decreasing as we go through the day today, and a bit of a break there off for the coastlines as we go through Thursday night into Friday morning. But then we have additional systems starting to swing in here, and you can see the waves start to get a little bit big again here as we go through Monday night, and potentially a bit of a breezy system moving up towards Vancouver Island and Haida Gwaii there, which we'll look at in a little bit of detail as well. Now, taking a look at what's coming here across the Pacific, you can see the next system out here, and we've got, again, a couple dry days here today and tomorrow before this next system starts to come knocking on the door here in the Pacific Northwest, bringing some rainfall here to Western Washington, Oregon. Not a big precipitation make with the first one, but the second one that here starts to roll in through this weekend brings another shot of precip, and then you can see additional potential for an atmospheric river here as we go on in through Monday and Monday night here. So we'll look at that and some of the ensemble members here in a minute and check out what kind of precip we can expect. This is looking at 500 millibar heights on the GFS. This is coming in hot off the presses as we speak. There goes our system that swung through the last couple of days. A little bit of a ridge builds here just temporarily before the next round of system starts rolling in here, the Pacific Northwest. And you can see the troughing out here across Pacific Ocean setting up that atmospheric river potential as we go on in through the day, Monday especially. And then if we look off into the extended, some interesting stuff showing up here. I mean, it's a little ways out there, 140 plus hours, but it shows an interesting ridge building here along the west coast of North America. And you might think, wow, we might get some nice weather. But for the lower elevations with all this precipitation, we could be dealing with some fog. So we'll continue to watch this evolve over the next few days. This ridge hangs out for a bit here too, all the way through October 21st, and maybe a little weak system rolls through there, and then that ridging continues on through the fantasy portion of the GFS forecast. More on that here over the next few days. But 24-hour precipitation running total here. Here goes the system rolling through Friday night into Saturday morning. Another couple tenths of an inch for Seattle. We'll definitely take it. Some good precipitation amounts for Vancouver Island. And then you can see another system rolling through there on the day Sunday, and then an even juicier system rolling through Monday. Look at that, over an inch for Seattle showing up. Some of the Willamette Valley getting good amounts. Coastal ranges, Southwest BC, Cascades, all the way up towards Haida Gwaii, and even Northern California included in that atmospheric river here, and this would be ending about Tuesday night there. Now this is looking at the GFS. Put it into motion. You can see that initial system come rolling in here. Pretty similar totals for Seattle with that initial system here. A little bit of a break on Saturday, and then we start to bring additional systems, and then here comes the Monday system there with kind of that atmospheric river feature pointed at places from Northern California all the way up through British Columbia coming up. Now this is looking at daily 2-meter max temperatures. This would be for today, and you can see some nice temperatures, especially once you burn out of that fog. Some sunshine might warm you up, even towards some of the coastal areas of Oregon and Washington as well. Not bad. And then by the time we get to tomorrow, look at this, some 70s, some low 70s for Western Washington. Quite a nice day out there with potentially some high clouds starting to arrive as we go through the day. Saturday cooling down a bit here, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you start to see some of the effects of that atmospheric river cooling us down a bit here. But yeah, nothing too crazy right now. And I keep looking for that warm up off the extended, not showing up in the national blend of models just yet. But anyway, looking at atmospheric river potential here, the GFS and the European kind of agreeing with a category 3 along some portions of the Washington, Oregon coast. But of course, this time of year, it's going to all be beneficial. We will definitely take it with a smile. And here's the GFS here as well, showing something similar, category 3 up and down the coastline there. Tillamook Airport. So check it out. There is some wind potential with this system on Monday. Nothing too exceptional here, but some gusts along the Oregon coast were showing up over 50 miles per hour, probably something in the 40s as a good compromise. This is Hoquiam as well, probably something maybe upper 30s, 40 mile per hour, maybe a little bit blustery for some of the Seattle and Portland metro here as we go through the day Monday as well, but nothing crazy, no big windstorm in our future as of right now. Tillamook, Oregon, you can see 24-hour totals here, 1.5 inches, not bad. Same thing for Hoquiam showing up here on the day Monday in through Monday night. Seattle, Tacoma, could we get another inch here in a 24-hour period? That would be quite nice. And add to our totals here for the month of October, we would definitely take it. Portland, nice rainy day there coming in through Monday and Monday night also. And I've been showing this the last few days, atmospheric river, vertical cross section. You can imagine this low-lying slug of moisture approaching the Cascades. It's standing on a barge here over the Pacific Ocean, looking off to the east, back towards Vancouver Island, the Washington and Oregon coastline here. And you can see this only goes 10,000 feet up in the atmosphere. So again, that's why we get some really dramatic rain shadow action here. And this can come on the leeward side of the Olympic Mountains and the Cascades as well. As you guys know, if you live in eastern Washington or Sequim, Port Angeles, for example, Seattle can be getting doused with precip and not much occurring there across some of the areas to the leeward side of the Olympic Mountains up towards Whidbey Island, and some of the San Juans gets included a lot of times also. But here's the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. You can kind of see we're starting to average out here as we go towards October 21st. And this is when this ridge would start to be emerging here along the west coast, below average signal across much of the west. And the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook here above average across much of the area as well. Clearly signs of that ridge building here. So we'll watch this over the next few days closely. But yeah, interesting stuff there. Check out Jeff Fogerin Twitter page there and give him some engagement. Yeah, nice shots there of that brief tornado there across southwest Washington State, where you can see just north of Vancouver, Washington, and Portland, Oregon there. So interesting stuff. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to do another video here this morning for the eclipse forecast on Saturday. We'll get some up-to-date information going with that. And I'm also going to do a video on wind speed and why it matters here coming up the next day or two. Should be a fun one there as well. We'll check out some of the high wind speeds that have occurred across planet Earth and here across the Pacific Northwest as well, and do some comparisons and show you why wind speed matters so much here. But anyway, I hope you guys like these videos. Go to the California Weather Watch page if you want to see the California daily briefings here. The channel's doing quite well, and hopefully we can get it some more attention here so the algorithm starts to pick up there for that page. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later on this morning here with the eclipse update, and otherwise I will see you tomorrow morning during the regular briefing here. So hope you guys are having a good day.